Hi guys! I'm going to be talking about confidence and how to be yourself, and also how to not get as easily embarrassed, because these are things that matter a lot to me, and I would just like to give you any tips that I have learned over the years. I'm obviously not an expert, I'm not trained, I'm just going to throw that out there. I have no training, I just have some ideas on this, so yeah, I thought I'd share them. I've decided to break it into a few different little topics, and the first one I'm going to deal with is appearance. So my biggest point, and I feel my most important point on appearance, is that when I look in the mirror and I think, oh dear, I haven't had very much sleep, I have very dark circles under my eyes, or I'm not looking my best, my hair's not at its nicest or whatever, and I just think, oh dear. Something I just suddenly thought of one day when I was looking in the mirror thinking, oh, I look very tired, was when I add my personality to my appearance, it'll be okay. And what I mean by that is when you add your personality, you become 100 times more attractive. Your personality makes you look more attractive. When you're laughing and chatting and having a great time and really letting your personality shine through, you will look so much more attractive than when you're staring at yourself dejectedly in a mirror thinking, my hair's a bit frizzy today. Your personality adds so much to your appearance. Like if you see your friend and you think, oh geez, they look a bit tired, by the time you finish chatting and having a great time with them, you walk away thinking, oh, I love them, they're such a great person, aren't they brilliant? You're not thinking, geez, I could have used a few more hours sleep. What sticks in your mind is their glowing personality, and your personality really does shine out of you, and it makes you look so much better. And genuinely, I could see the most gorgeous man in the whole world, and he could start talking to me and have a really ugly personality, and I wouldn't be attracted to him at all. Whereas you could get someone that you maybe wouldn't necessarily think they're the most beautiful person ever, but once you start chatting to them you think, wow, they're really cool, I really like them, they're so funny and interesting, and you start noticing things about them like, oh, they have really nice eyes, or I love their hair. People can become a lot more attractive once you add a good personality. The things that you don't like about yourself, like maybe you don't like your nose or your ears or your lips or your eyes or whatever it is, I would almost guarantee you that someone likes that about you. I mean, I had a friend literally just the other day said to me that they really didn't like their nose because they have quite a big nose. I kept saying to them, I really genuinely like your nose and I think it suits your face and makes you look quite cool and interesting. And they sort of walked away from that thinking, maybe my nose isn't so bad. I genuinely meant that. I wasn't saying it to make them feel better. Most of the things that you don't like about yourself, someone is going to like. Obviously something that really takes down people's confidence a lot is things like acne. As hard as it is to look in the mirror every day and see your face covered in spots, they will go away eventually. Even if it takes a long time, they will eventually go away. And that's usually not the thing people remember you for. People tend to see past that. I mean, if you have very bad acne, people might notice it initially, but when they're chatting to you, things like that tend to fade away, and your features and all tends to be what shines through more and sticks with their memory more. I can't actually remember the quote, but there is a quote that says something along the lines of, you know, like when you're judging yourself really harshly and looking in the mirror saying, I'm hideous or I'm ugly, you wouldn't say those things to your friend, you wouldn't even think them about a friend. So why are you beating yourself up? You know, you need to be kinder to yourself and just think, do you know what, I might have a big nose but it suits my face, or I might have acne but it'll go away. And there are so many things about your appearance that you could focus on more to really like maybe you really like your eyes, or you love your hair. There's always things about yourself that you can like. So don't sweat it over the small stuff. Remember that somebody probably likes the things that you don't about your appearance, and once you add your personality, you become 100 times more attractive. So how to not get embarrassed, that's going to be my next topic. Basically, try and remember that everyone is so obsessed with their own little world that they don't really care what you're doing or what you're wearing or what way your hair looks today or whether you knocked something over in a shop. They're too busy thinking about themselves to really care or even really notice. I mean, they might think, oh dear, she knocked that over. Oh gosh, I wonder what I'm having for tea tonight. I wonder if your man's gonna text me back. Do you know what I mean? They're not thinking about you. They're not focusing on that all day. They're just busy thinking about themselves. If you do something embarrassing like spill your coins all over the floor, which I did like 2 weeks ago, and you know, you think, oh, this is so embarrassing, everybody saw that. Those people, unless there's actually somebody that you know watching, those people are not even going to remember your face 10 seconds later. I've worked in several shops and I'm genuinely being serious when I say that if you knock over a stand or you spill your coins all over the floor or your card gets rejected or something, if you walk out of the shop and come back in a minute later to buy something else, I am not going to know that it was you. And the thing is as well, I don't even care. It doesn't matter. As the employee, and I'm telling you, the customers in the line are the same, I'm too busy thinking about my next customer or what I'm going to eat that night or whether I have enough change in the till or whatever. I'm not busy thinking about that woman or that man that spilled their coins over the floor and knocked over a stand. It does not matter. Okay, so next topic is how to like yourself. So I have had a few people tell me recently that they don't like themselves, and that seems so crazy to me. And yet I used to be like that. I used to really not like myself, and it's such a bad way to be. You know, you really should like yourself. If you don't like yourself, how do you expect someone else to like you? So take up hobbies or work on things about yourself that you don't like. You're not very fit or active, you can change that. You're not very healthy, you can change that. And if you think that you're a boring person, take up hobbies. There are 1,000,001 different things that you can do. Take up reading or sewing, make YouTube videos, canoeing, hiking, horse riding, archery. I like having a wide variety of things that I do. I just really enjoy doing lots of different things. But you might pick one that you think is great. Learn a musical instrument, whatever it is. There are 1,000,001 different things that you could be doing with your time rather than just sitting, moping around your house, feeling sorry for yourself. Main thing for really liking yourself is if you constantly tell yourself that you're stupid, or that you're ugly, or that you're fat, or you're too thin, or you're boring, you're going to believe it. You're going to start thinking, yeah, I am stupid. Every time you do something that is maybe a bit, oh, why did I do that? Don't say, I'm such a stupid person. Try and gradually, day by day, change that into, oh, that was a silly thing that I did. I'll try and do better in future. Always try and be kind to yourself. Try and be gentle on yourself. You wouldn't talk to a friend that way, I hope. So don't talk to yourself that way. Being too hard on yourself is the quickest way to not liking yourself. If you're always really hard on yourself, you're going to end up believing all the things you tell yourself. And like I said, I used to be like that. I used to constantly beat myself up over everything, and now I don't, and it makes such a difference to how you feel. You feel like a much happier, more confident, more intelligent, better person because you're not constantly telling yourself that you're not, you know? And if you do something well, congratulate yourself. Say, that was a pretty good job, I'm proud of myself. You know? If you don't do that in public, but yeah, like, you know, tell yourself, yeah, okay, that was good. So I hope that you guys enjoyed my confidence, how to not get embarrassed, how to like yourself tips. I mean, like I said, no training, I don't know everything, but these are just things that I have found have helped me to be more confident, to be less easily embarrassed, to like myself more. So yeah, please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. It would mean the world to me if you did, and you'll be notified whenever I make a new one. And I'll see you guys very soon. Bye guys.